Hi everyone, Kerri here. I am going to show you how to flip your grip with a yoga strap. So let's go ahead and do just a little warm-up of the hips and of the shoulders so that we can get into this posture with the yoga strap. First thing I want you to do is come into puppy pose. So I want you to straighten the arms, bring your knees somewhere near your hips, and what we'll do is just kind of bring the forehead down and straighten the arms, okay? If your shoulders are tighter and you can't get your forehead down, then flipping your grip is going to be, more challenging, but you're just going to use more of the yoga strap. But if you can get to where you can get your chin, chest down, I like to grab onto my yoga mat to straighten my arms, then flipping your grip is probably a little bit more accessible to you. So let's just hold this stretch for a few breaths here. So you're either chin, chest down, or your forehead down, but the arms are nice and straight. So just breathe and relax. Most important thing that I could teach you is just to relax, okay? So try not to stress out, just relax. And then gently release. Go ahead and push back for a little child's pose, release it. Good. And let's grab the strap. And what I want you to do is bring the strap shoulder width. Okay, so shoulder width here. And we're gonna do these little pumps. So you're just gonna pump the arms. And this is kind of gonna wake up the shoulders and let them know that, you're gonna want them to stretch here in a minute. They may not like this, but it's good for them. All right, so remember, no pain. Whenever you're stretching, okay, you wanna feel discomfort, but no pain, especially sharp pain. If you ever feel sharp pain, please stop immediately. And then gently, we're gonna bend the elbow, let the strap fall mid-back there. Take the other hand and kind of grab it. And then what we're gonna do is just pull. So you're gonna pull here, and it's sending this arm back. So we're getting a nice stretch here through the front of the left shoulder and through this hand kind of grip here in that right shoulder. So hold it here, breathe. Couple deep breaths. Good, release it. We'll do the other side. So just let it fall down the middle of your back, reach up. And I don't care so much about the internal rotation, although you can grab higher on the strap, but I want you to pull. So really just kind of pull. So we're stretching through this top arm here, pulling back, okay? And try not to let the elbow wing out. This is my more tight side, so what that means is like the elbow wants to go out to the side and not actually do the work. So you gotta focus on bringing it in. Good, and then release it. And then go ahead and drop down to a dolphin. So we're gonna clasp the hands. You can tuck the skin in so that they don't go wider than shoulder width. Come on up, and then pop. I have a bun in, so don't put a bun on the top of your head if you're doing this. But walk it in and then just push your chest towards your feet. You can bend the knees. This is more about the chest than it is the hamstrings. So just push, push, push the chest towards the feet. Hold. Breathe. And then release. Okay? Now, go ahead and take a child's pose. Let the palms fall up. Just relax here. Nice deep breath in and out. And then we'll open up through the hips. So we're gonna work on pigeon pose today and Eka Pada Raja Kapotasana with the strap, okay? So let's start on the left side. We're gonna bring the left leg in, make a backward 7 in front of the body. Try to square the hips up. And just hold it here. If you don't feel a stretch to the outer left hip, go ahead and walk your foot further away. And then come on down and just stretch out through the hips here. Nice deep breath in and out. So I suggest, you don't do this cold, although I am warming you up a bit here. It's better if you are like mid-practice or you've done, something that is going to get your blood flowing and that you're sweating a little bit. Your body's going to be much more receptive to stretching if you are warm. So then let's go ahead and come on up. Lift the chest and gaze forward. Good. And then I want you to reach back. I want you to keep this right hip down. I want you to reach back. See if you can grab onto that foot. All right, and if you can't, this is where we can start to use the yoga strap. So if you can't, then you probably are not, quite flexible enough in that front body to do this, but I want you to really try to grab the foot. And if you can't, you can just grab the foot here, okay? Start to pull it in. And what we want is an external rotation of the shoulder, okay? So we don't want to grab it like this because this isn't going to help us get there. We want to be here, pulling it in. But if you can grab the foot, grab it, and then pull it in. All right, this is going to stretch through the front of the hip flexors here, really help you for this posture. So just stay here, stretching out through that front hip. Just breathe into it. And then since you've already got the strap around the leg, hopefully, and if you don't, go ahead and put it there. What we're going to do is bring it up to the ankle and close it off. So if you're super tight, you're going to come further, and if you're really close, you're going to come closer to the foot. Then the elbow is going to come through. So the elbow comes through, and we flip the grip here. And I like to flex that back foot so it'll hook onto the strap. You certainly can tie the strap tight around the foot, but this works just as well. Okay? So then we square the hips, hold here, breathe. Then you can take the other arm, find the strap, and hold it here. Okay? And then just gaze forward and breathe. Then we'll release it. Okay, let's release the strap. Let's push into downward dog, tuck your back toe, hands underneath those shoulders, push back. Get a nice stretch here, wiggle it out. No pain in your joints, right? You might feel a little bit in your knees if your hips are tight, but remember, no sharp pain. If you start to feel sharp pain in your joints, then you probably need to stretch a little bit more in some other postures. All right, let's do the other side. So take that right foot, bring it in. Try to walk it as far away from the body as you can. Square your hips. Get into a nice pigeon here. And then extend it down. So we're stretching out through that right hip. Breathe. And so we don't want to feel it here in the joint. If you start to feel it here in the joint, maybe take a break off of this posture for a while. Never push into pain, you guys. So the point of yoga is, to find peace, not to find pain, all right? So then we're going to come on up and see if we can grab that foot, lifting the chest, reach back, see if you can grab it, and then pull it in and stretch. Again, you can hook with the strap. So let's go ahead and add the strap, even if we don't need it, so we'll have it here in a minute. And what I was saying about straightening, here, let me show you guys, about making this tighter, is you can use the clasp here and make it a little hole to put around the foot as well, okay? So we'll pull it in, grab the foot, stretch out through the front of that left hip flexor. Deep breathing here. Try to get your shoulders to come forward. Good. Now grab the strap and we'll do that flip. So we're going to grab the strap, external rotation of the shoulder, grab it, flip, and then see if we can grab here. Good. And then this eventually, all right, is going to turn into holding it with your hand, which I'll show you next, okay? So let's release that. Go ahead and release the strap. This is why I don't like putting it tight onto the leg, because then it's like a whole ordeal to get it off the foot. Go ahead and tuck the toe, hands under the shoulders. Go ahead and bend the knees left and right. So I'm going to show you eventually what it'll look like. So let's switch sides. You're going to come here, squaring the hips, reaching around. You're going to hook through the top of that foot. And just like with the strap, you came under and around, you're going to do the same thing. So a little tip here is to make sure that your leg is not out, all right? Make sure that it's in alignment with your hip. Grab the foot, flip it, and then lift the chest. Gaze forward, reach back, and you can just grab onto your wrist and then eventually walk your hands down to find your foot. There you go. All right, so it's a really intense back bend. So you guys be careful, have fun, and enjoy, and I hope this helped you flip your grip.